What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's Isaiah here, and I'm going to bring you my review on the movie Rings. Now, I'm going to start out by saying this. I'm not 100% sure if this is a reboot or if this is a continuation of the two Ring movies. Actually, pause. Let me go find out. Okay, sorry. I went to go check it out. It's actually a sequel. So, yes, but it's also good because you don't need to really know any of the past in order to find out what this movie's about. This movie gives you all the details about the girl that's almost said her name, the girl who is at the bottom of the well, her story and what happened to her, and a whole bunch of stuff. It's very interesting. It's a little dumb at points. It's kind of like, why would you do that? What are you doing? I mean, most horror movies are, but there's some where it's just horror, and you know they can't do anything else. This girl just kept making stupid decision after stupid decision after stupid decision. Like, I don't know. One point in the movie, this isn't a spoiler, a bird hits the windshield and she freaks out and she gets out the car and she goes to go look at the bird and the guy can't see, like, what bird? What are you talking about? I don't see no bird. And she's right here and she goes to go grab it in the middle of the road and almost gets ran over by a truck, and it's like, are you serious? Like, this movie was fun to watch. I'll give it that. But looking back on it and putting my review on it, I'm like, there's so many idiotic decisions and there's so much just stupidity in this movie. It's honestly ridiculous. Anyways, enough bashing on it for now. Yeah, the actors were pretty good. The one guy from The Big Bang Theory, I think that's him, was the professor. He was cool. I don't know the other two actors. They look familiar, but I just can't put a face or a name on them where I've seen them before. They are Alex Rowe as one of the main characters. Johnny Galecki, Gabriel, I think he's the one from Big Bang Theory. Matilda Anna Ingrid Lutz, which is the I believe she is the main I believe she's the main girl. She's the whole story centered around. And that's all of the major actors that I really need to go into detail about. Everyone else is too minor to worry about. Starts off with the guy on a plane, and that's all I'm gonna say, because that's getting into spoilers actually, because I start spoiling stuff, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. It starts off with a guy on a plane, and it goes great. Yeah. So I want to give you guys my review of the movie right now before I go into spoilers. It is probably 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It's not that great of a movie. If you really like Ring 1 and 2, the originals, then maybe you should go watch it. You'll probably like it. I never watched them, but I always wanted to watch them as a kid. And it was, I don't want to say a letdown, but I was laughing more than I was afraid during the whole movie. But if you guys know, I'm playing Resident Evil 7, so that shit's like 10 times scarier than The Ring. That's all you guys need to know. If you guys think Resident Evil 7 is scary as fuck, then you guys might get spooked by The Rings, because there's a few good jump scares in it and a couple good devices of just like, that make you panic a little bit. They really play into fears of claustrophobia, of jump scares, because those are the easiest, and fear of the, I wouldn't say unknown, but of like, how do I put it? Like, you know what? I guess it does kind of play into fear of the unknown, because it's her going to a stranger's house, then her going to a strange town, then her going to strange places, and it's just, you never know what's going to happen, and I guess, yeah, it kind of is fear of the unknown. But, I mean, it doesn't do that great of a job. It's like a little underlining theme. Anyways, besides the point, It's an alright movie. It's not that scary. If you don't think Resident Evil 7 is scary, or if you can handle it, you're not scared by it, then you're not gonna get scared by this movie, because this movie's a couple bad jump scares, and I stated in my Resident Evil 7 playthrough that I am afraid of little girls when it comes to horror movies, but the Ring Girl didn't really scare me that much. She just kind of, I was like uncomfortable because it was murderous intent coming after you, but it was just like, and the death scenes were like lame. I say they were pretty lame. They're just like, oh, and then they're dead. It's like, okay, cool. Now I'm not saying that Japanese horror movies aren't good. I know a lot of them are. It's just, I guess when America does Japanese horror movie, it doesn't work out well. Like when America dubs One Piece. That sounds like shit. The sub is like a million times better. But I'm sure the original book was way scarier, and original thought was much worse from the original the Japanese artist. But in America, I don't think it translated that well. They didn't translate over too well. So you can give this one a pass. I would say it's not the best. It's not even really worth your $10 plus movie and gas money to get there. I mean, popcorn money. It's entertaining. You could check it out if you're like hanging out with friends and you guys want to go watch a horror movie. It's out right now. I don't know any other horror movies out. I'd honestly recommend Split over this one. That one gives you some more scares and it's more scary because it's an actual thing that can happen, because it's parts to an extent because of a guy with an actual mental disorder. But this movie is just so out there. Like, who the fuck has VHS players anymore? I do. I do. I know I do. I still watch El Dorado on my VHS player. Oh, I love that movie. But if you guys want, I'll give you the most biased ever review on that movie. I love that movie so much. Anyways, besides the point. I have a VHS player, but no one nowadays does. They're like impossible to find in Goodwills and antique stores. It's like you can't find anything anywhere. Anyways, that's my review for the movie, guys. Spoilers warning here. I'm gonna go into spoiler details just to discuss with people who have seen the movie. So spoilers right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? They're coming. Bang. All right. So the whole deal with the guy dying in the plane, that was kind of cool. How she came out of the monitors and fucked everyone over. Let's see. What else? Gabriel, the professor, that whole Club 7 bullshit was weird. I didn't like that. I did like though how we couldn't find out what the braille on her hand meant until the very end of the movie when we figured it out on our own. And the fucking guy just still typing in the computer, but whatever. Samara was not as threatening in this movie because I felt like she didn't appear as much as she should have. The whole story about her mother, Evelyn, her getting raped by the priest and, having a kid and then him killing it and all that crazy stuff. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit. It's dark, man. And the town's a little funky, but I like how no one ever mentioned it. And how did no one find her under the church? Like, if a random random college student could just go find her with one vision, then I'm sure the police could take down that church and just knock it on the floor like she'd be like, oh, what the hell's this? Open the hatch and find there's a fucking girl being chained under the church and find Evelyn. But I'm sure the priest paid him off or something. Who knows? The ending was lame. I think it was lame. How they do all that work. She does all that work to save Samara, and she does, and then Samara's like, I'm gonna pay you back by taking over your body. And it's like, really? And I don't think there's a sequel build up. I think that was just a way to leave the movie open ended, saying that the ring will never die. But I mean, sew up a ball of hair and a cicada, and then you start peeling off your flesh to become white like her, and then you just crack them with a mirror. That was so lame. There's so many lame jump scares in this movie, like the umbrella jump scare. It's the fucking worst one I've ever seen. It's just like, and it opens the umbrella fast and loud. It's like, what the hell? That's really a jump scare. Whatever. I don't want to talk about this movie too much. I enjoyed watching it. It was fun to watch and sit through it with a friend. I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I was by myself. It was fun because she was afraid, and I was just like, I'm not scared. But other than that, it was like, you could throw it on with your friends if you guys are in the mood for a horror movie, but I wouldn't recommend it any other way. That's it for spoilers, guys. I just went over some few quick spoilers because I didn't really have much to talk about. But thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on this movie. It's not the best. Like I said, 6.5 out of 10. Now that I think about it, yeah, solid 6.5. It's not the greatest movie. There's a lot of flaws with this movie. It's just it's an attempt at a reboot of an old franchise to see if they make money off it because of nostalgia purposes. And they probably didn't make a good buck off of it because, you know, all the teens want to go watch it from what they watched as a kid, or the middle adults are like, I want to go watch this shit because I watched it and it scared me as a kid. Well, it scared me now, and it's not gonna scare you unless you have a low scare tolerance. But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know. Let me know what movies you want to watch me review on. And other than that, check out my Resident Evil 7 playthrough because that shit's actually scary. That stuff will scare you. That scares me. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.